What if I told you Jeep just built an SUV so bold, it might make the Toyota FJ Cruiser fans switch sides? Welcome back to Cars Review. And today we're diving into the 2027 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, a machine that's rewriting what American luxury off-roaders look like. For decades, the Wagoneer name has stood for old-school American prestige. But this new generation isn't just an update. It's a full-blown statement. Jeep wants this SUV to compete not only with rugged icons like the FJ Cruiser, but also with heavyweights like the Range Rover and Cadillac Escalade. Let's start with the design. The 2027 Grand Wagoneer wears a massive 7-slot grille, finished in a dark chrome that instantly signals dominance on the road. The headlights are slim, sharp, and LED lit, giving the front end a futuristic yet unmistakably Jeep identity. Around the sides, muscular fender flares hint at serious off-road capability, while 22-inch wheels fill out the wheel wells perfectly. Where the FJ Cruiser leans into boxy retro toughness, the Grand Wagoneer takes a different approach. It blends rugged proportions with smooth, sculpted surfacing. The roofline flows into a sloped rear window, and the taillights stretch full width, connected by a glowing light bar that makes the SUV unmistakable at night. Now, size matters here. This Wagoneer is enormous, built on a body-on-frame platform that gives it serious towing and hauling potential. Ground clearance is generous. Approach and departure angles are aggressive for a vehicle this size, and Jeep has reportedly given it a 2-speed transfer case for genuine trail capability. That's a direct challenge to the FJ Cruiser's off-road reputation. Inside, expect the cabin to lean heavily into luxury. Quilted leather seating, real wood trim, and ambient lighting are rumored to headline the interior, alongside a massive curved display spanning the dashboard. Rear passengers reportedly get their own screens, climate zones, and reclining captain's chairs, turning long road trips into first-class experiences. So here's the real question. Can a 3-row luxury SUV like this actually go toe-to-toe with a purpose-built off-roader, like the FJ Cruiser? Jeep seems to think so, and they're betting big on that crossover appeal. Capability without sacrificing comfort. All right, let's talk power, because this is where the Grand Wagoneer really tries to separate itself from the pack. Under the hood, Jeep is expected to offer a twin-turbo 6-cylinder engine as the standard option, delivering strong horsepower and torque figures that easily outmuscle the FJ Cruiser's 4-cylinder setup. But the real story here is electrification. Reports suggest Jeep will introduce a plug-in hybrid variant for the Grand Wagoneer, pairing that turbocharged engine with an electric motor for a combined output that could push well past 500 horsepower. That's not just SUV territory. That's supercar rivaling numbers wrapped in a 3-row family hauler. This hybrid system isn't just about straight-line speed either. It's about smarter power delivery. Instant electric torque means quicker response off the line, especially useful when you're crawling over rocks or pulling away from a stoplight. In downtown traffic, Jeep has always leaned on capability, and this hybrid setup blends that with modern efficiency, something the FJ Cruiser's simpler powertrain just can't match. Speaking of efficiency, expect a meaningful electric-only range on the plug-in hybrid version. That means daily commuters could handle most short trips without burning a drop of gas, while still having that turbocharged 6-cylinder ready for long-distance towing or weekend adventures. Transmission-wise, Jeep is expected to pair these powertrains with a smooth shifting automatic, tuned specifically for both off-road crawling and highway cruising. 4-wheel drive comes standard across the lineup, with a 2-speed transfer case for serious low-range capability when the pavement runs out. Towing capacity is another area where the Grand Wagoneer flexes its muscle. Reports point toward a towing rating that could exceed 9,000 pounds on the properly equipped trims. That's boats, trailers, campers, all handled with ease, something the smaller, lighter FJ Cruiser simply isn't built for. Suspension technology also plays a big role here. Adaptive air suspension is expected to be available, allowing the Wagoneer to raise its ride height for off-road clearance, then lower itself at highway speeds for better aerodynamics and stability. This kind of dual personality engineering is exactly what luxury SUV buyers expect in 2027. So when you put it all together, raw power, hybrid efficiency, and serious towing capability, the Grand Wagoneer isn't just competing with the FJ Cruiser on paper. It's positioning itself as the more versatile, more powerful option for buyers who want both luxury and true capability. Now let's get down to the number that matters most to most buyers. Price. The current Grand Wagoneer already sits in premium territory, and for 2027, expect that trend to continue. Entry-level trims are projected to start somewhere in the low 90s. While fully loaded, Obsidian or Series 3 trims could push past $110,000. That's a massive gap compared to the FJ Cruiser, which is expected to be positioned as a far more affordable, rugged alternative. So right away, these two vehicles are targeting different buyers. The FJ Cruiser is built for adventurers who want simplicity and off-road toughness without breaking the bank. The Grand Wagoneer is aimed at buyers who want luxury, technology, and capability all wrapped into one 3-row package. Trim levels are expected to follow Jeep's current structure, starting with a base Grand Wagoneer, moving up through Obsidian, and topping out with the ultra-luxurious Series 3. Each step up adds more leather, more technology, and more exclusive styling touches, like unique wheel designs, extended interior trim options, and upgraded sound systems, possibly from a premium audio partner. Technology is another area where Jeep is expected to go all in. A massive dashboard display, combined with a co-pilot screen for the front passenger, could give this SUV one of the most tech-forward cabins in its class. Expect advanced driver assistance features as standard, including adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, and a suite of cameras for tight parking situations, especially useful given this SUV's massive footprint. Safety ratings are also expected to be strong, with Jeep leaning on its parent company's engineering resources to ensure the Grand Wagoneer competes with top-tier luxury SUVs, not just off-roaders like the FJ Cruiser. So back to our original question, could this luxury SUV actually beat the FJ Cruiser? The honest answer is it depends on what you're looking for. If raw off-road simplicity, affordability, and rugged charm are your priorities, the FJ Cruiser still holds strong appeal. But if you want power, luxury, hybrid efficiency, and serious towing capability all in one package, the 2027 Grand Wagoneer makes a compelling case for itself. Jeep isn't just building an SUV here. They're building a statement, one that says American luxury and capability can coexist in a single vehicle. Whether that's enough to steal FJ Cruiser fans remains to be seen, but on paper, this Grand Wagoneer is shaping up to be one of the most complete SUVs Jeep has ever built. That wraps up our deep dive into the 2027 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you're subscribed to Cars Review for more upcoming reveals, comparisons, and everything happening in the automotive world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.